Hello there. Welcome to Primary's Corner. I am your host, Personatus Val, primary and founder of the Outer Rim Praxeum. As we grow in viewership, people may begin asking themselves, what is the Praxeum? How are they set up? What exactly are lightsaber forms? Over the next several weeks, I'll be going over the different pieces that, when put together, make up our dueling and organizational systems. Today, I'll begin by going over what exactly is the Outer Rim Praxeum, and begin going over our lightsaber forms, beginning with Form 1, Shii-Cho. Our full name is the Outer Rim Praxeum Lightsaber School of Fairmont, West Virginia. We have been in operation for over 2 years. Our students come from areas in West Virginia between Clarksburg and Morgantown. We teach an interpretation of the 7 traditional lightsaber forms of the Star Wars universe, and use that as a basis for a live-action role-play designed to focus on discipline and form, use of force powers, single and group combat, cosplay, performances, as well as a class and ranking system designed to simulate training to become a Jedi Master or a Sith Lord. Our system is what I like to call a performance martial art. It is designed so that even a random duel will look as good as though it was choreographed, while remaining competitive. For the last 2 years, we have performed for conventions, held lightsaber and cosplay workshops, performed for Star Wars movie events, and even held our own charity event. We love performing and sharing our love of Star Wars with everyone. Now, you can't have a lightsaber group without lightsaber forms, and the forms that the Praxeum teaches have been handed down from master to apprentice for well over a decade. And the Imperial Legion of Ashland and Moorhead, Kentucky studies forms very similar to ours. However, the Steel City Knights of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania practices very different forms, and there are dozens of other lightsaber groups all over the world. I encourage you to check them all out. You may even find one in your own area. But for these videos, we'll be focusing on the forms as the Praxeum teaches them. In Star Wars canon, Shii-Cho was the first form developed for the lightsaber, and it was based off of ancient swordsmanship techniques. In the Praxeum, Shii-Cho is the first form taught to any Force potential, and while it is generally regarded as just a training form, when taken to its nth degree, it can become a formidable weapon in the arsenal of even the most powerful Jedi Masters or Sith Lords.
As with any form in the Praxeum, we begin teaching through what is called a kata. A kata is a term that comes from martial arts. For our purposes, it is a predetermined set of strikes and blocks designed to help a student learn the basics of any particular form. For the sake of simplicity, we use the same kata for most of our forms. The order for katas, whether on offense or defense, is as follows: left shoulder, head, right side of neck, left leg, right leg. Shii-Cho's offense is characterized by flat, direct strikes that always pass directly over the head. It is simple, direct, and flashy. Shii-Cho's defense is characterized by flat arm and head blocks and slight angles to defend the neck and the legs. Because of its simplicity, it forms the foundation upon which we build every other lightsaber discipline we teach to our students. We also use it to begin teaching 2v1 combat, which we may cover in a future video. Its strengths are simplicity of movement, random attack patterns, and a solid defense against multiple opponents. Its weaknesses are limited strike zones and angles, it can be easily read by an opponent, and it's slow when compared to other forms. The canonical master of Shii-Cho was Jedi Master Kit Fisto.
Well, that wraps it up for our first video. Thank you so much for watching, and please tune in next week for when I'll start going over Form 2 Makashi. Once again, I'm your host, Primary Personatus Val, and please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll leave you with our Val family motto, Semper Novandi, always innovating.